Peace. Welcome to Granny's House 444. It's your girl Shannon, aka Granny. Let me get a sip of water. Y'all know I've been smoking, got cotton mouth. I'm outside this morning. It's so beautiful out. Um, I was like, let me go ahead and get our weekly focus out the way. And when I was out here this morning, um, yeah, the spirit was like, the focus this week is self, is to focus on yourself, and focus on doing things that make you feel good. And yeah, because it was just like, don't do a reading, and it works out because I have other stuff I need to prepare for. So I get to focus on me, and I get to help you and give you the weekly focus and take care of what I have going on later with my mentor group. So yeah, so do something today to make you feel good. I am going to do a power thought card, and also I remember I said I was going to start holding myself accountable for doing more yoga and everything. So I pulled out my yoga deck. I have this. There's like 50 cards in here, and it has like a pose and a meditation, and then like body, mind, and spirit stuff to focus on. So I figured, like, we're in this together. We family, so let's grow together. So this is going to be part of our weekly focus. We'll pull a pose, and we'll work on that pose the whole week, and that meditation and the stuff that goes with it, and then we'll do one every week, and eventually we'll have enough poses. You got a little routine. You got options. We got to start somewhere. As long as we're starting, the universe will help us with the rest of it. So let's pull our power thought card. And if you see my last video where I was doing my hair and talking about my date, it was good. Like, it was good. The crazy thing is, I was telling my cousin, when was it? When did I go down there? Friday? Yeah, Friday morning. Like, I was just thinking, like, damn, I miss touch, physical touch. And there was like this post on Instagram, and it was talking about going into Taurus season, like physical touch, and it had different things, like relaxing and doing things you enjoy, like different things to focus on during Taurus season, or things that we're gonna, you know what I mean. Anyway, so like physical touch was on there, so I was looking, and I was just thinking about touch, and I'm always like music, like there's always messages and music for me. So I started looking up touch videos and touch songs, and the first one I looked up was a Marion touch, mm, 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 touch, and then Busta Rhymes, touch it, lip it, bed, watch it, turn it, beat it, stop, format it. And so like every song I was like touching myself in a different way or whatever. And then the last one I had seen before I was just like stopped, fucking around, was Mariah Carey, Touch My Body. And so I was just like, touch my body, singing the song or whatever. And so later on, whenever I got on my date, like, he was really cool. He made me feel comfortable. Like, when we went to eat, and like he sat right there beside me, I'm like, kind of like, okay. Like, he sat literally right there beside me. He had his arm around me, like, the whole time we were talking, engaged. He was like, how somebody look at you so deep in your eyes, is kind of like, I can't stand the intensity of this right now. Like, you're staring into my soul. But like, he just made me feel really comfortable, and he was like, you have really nice lips, and he was like, I would like to kiss your lips. And he was like, no, I'm not talking in a sexual way. And I was just like, okay, I'm not a kisser. Like, I have to really, like, I love kissing, but I have to really have a connection with you to kiss you. I just don't kiss anybody. That's like sucking dick. You just can't suck anybody dick. But yeah, so I'm like, and I just laughed. And So, later on, we were eating and stuff, and he was like, he mentioned wanting to kiss me again, and he was like, this time in a sexual way. And by then, I'm like comfortable with the guy, and so he like leaned in to kiss me. And at first, I was kind of hesitant, but like he was like kissing me, and I was just like, wow, I haven't been kissed like. Ooh. And then the first thing that came into my head was touch my body. And he was kissing me. He kind of put his like he pulled me. Listen, you know, my mind's telling me no. But my body, yeah, that's how I was feeling. But he was lucky. Mother Nature saved me, saved us. But yeah, like, yeah, shit. Do what makes you happy. And like I manifest that touch, and I was thinking about it, and I was touching myself, and that day I was doing my hair, and I kind of pulled my hair, and I was like, oh, I ain't had nobody pull my hair, like, like shit. When he put his hand on my throat and like kissed me like that, I was like, touch my body. Shit, I don't know what the hell she said in that song, but yeah, do that to me. um so this week, focus on you. I got a date on Tuesday, going to the movies. Like, I can't sit around waiting, and I want love and passion and peace and joy and balance and all this stuff. And like, I done the work. Like I said, it's time to twerk. So what's for me won't pass me by. It better get its ass up and come, cause we ain't chasing nothing. I didn't have to chase that touching of my body, and it felt good. And he was just like, you're so soft. And and it wasn't ever like, it was sexual, but it wasn't like I felt obligated to have sex with him. He made me comfortable, and we were chilling. And yeah, like, shit, go with the flow, do you, and enjoy life, especially if you're doing the work. Now, I'm not talking out here being reckless and doing you know dumb shit. Like, shit, we grown. Like I said, I've been out here acting like I'm in a damn marriage. So, shit, I'm about to be single. You got to date around to figure out what you like. What's for me might be baking. I had seen a video, and in the video, he said that he was talking to one of his homegirls, and she had spent most of her life, like, pursuing basketball, like, on the collegiate level, and she's a doctor now or whatever. Oops. And she's like, ready to have kids, and she's feel like she's run out of time because she's getting older, and everything. And he was telling her that, the man that she's asking for, he's baking and doing all that. But like, why do we have to wait? Sometimes when something baking, you get hungry, you nibble and snack, you snack around. And shit, if it take too long, by the time it's ready, you ain't even hungry no more. You might think about doing that later. Eating that later, because right now you good, you're satisfied. So don't ever put your life on pause because someone's not where you are. Keep living. Like I said, what's meant to be, what's for you, will not pass you by. You be responsible, and spirit's leading you. And when you're asking for things, they're delivering. And you asking for touching your body, you touching your body and loving your body. Not thinking about sex or nothing. Just touch me, touch my body. Like, we not even hugging our family members and stuff. Everybody's scared to touch each other because of COVID and stuff. And touch is important, and they know that. Being out in the sun is important. We're sun people. There's people out here wanting to block the sun. Who the fuck? What kind of evil you gotta be to want to block the fucking sun when life and everything depends on the sun? The sun ain't killing the sun people. It's killing some people. And those are the ones wanting to fucking destroy it and cover it because they can't handle the heat. Y'all better get out in the sun and learn how to work and live in it and be with it and connect with it. Soak that good D. Look at me. Okay, let's get our power thought card for the week, and then we'll get our yoga pose. Thank you, ancestors, gods, universe, fairies, for all of your knowledge. Crow, gang. Oops, we're grateful for all that you do, will do, continue to do. Give us strength and help us see clearly. Let this message be of guidance to someone who may need it, and confirmation to those that need it. Ashe, ashe, ashe. One card, please. Power thought for the week. What's the date? I don't know. What's today? The 18th. 420 this week. My sister's birthday. 422 Earth Day. Get some earth and some herbs in you. I was sitting out here when I was rolling the book. I'm like, people be going crazy over some CBD. This shit that just start popping off, but talking shit about people smoking weed that's been around forever. You've been knowing about that. It's from the same plant, supposedly. I'm a little skeptical. Them the wrong ABCs for me. Keep your CBD. Give me some THC. One card. Let me focus. One card for the collective. Power thought. Gang. Y'all hear the crows and the birds coming through. That's a cardinal. I don't know where it is. She was like, over here. Y'all see how my people come through for me? I'm a bird. Tiana's a cat, but I'm a bird. Birds communicate with me. Okay. I think I know the card because I keep seeing it just like last week. One card. I guess they want us to hear the birds. Let me stop. Thank you. Okay. One card for the collective. Okay. My life works beautifully. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. And it's all the chakra colors. So this week we're focusing on all the areas of our life. Our heart, our roots. What are we rooted in? Are we rooted in pain and trauma? Are we rooted in healing and growing? Do your roots support growth, or do your roots support being stuck and stagnant and dying out and not leaving anything for the next generation? That's the thing about a tree. You plant a seed for a tree, you might not get shade from that tree during your lifetime, but in the future you're providing home for animals, you're providing shade for homes and people, and animals. You're adding oxygen and good things to the air. So what kind of seeds you plant. Yesterday when I was out in the garden, working in the garden, I was thinking about that, like how you have to tend to your soil, you have to prepare it, you have to get it ready. Like we had put all the leaves out in the garden from the yard from the fall, so that all the things that no longer served us, we use those things to grow. So everything that you've been through that no longer serves you, there was a lesson in that. There's something in there that's going to feed your soul, that's going to, elevate you to the next level in your growing process. So, what are you feeding your soul? How are you tending your soul right now? Like, are you sitting around waiting for good things to come to your soul? Or are you making good things happen? Like I was once in the energy of sitting around waiting for someone to come to me and for this to be life changing. No, I had to change my life. I had to change how I see things. I'm not waiting for nobody. Like I said, I've I've poured as much as I can into that, and it emptied me out. And now I'm filling back up in my cup. I'm doing things that make me happy. I'm focusing on me, and where I'm at is what I'm going to attract. So I gotta get on the level I'm trying to attract on that level. So my life works beautifully. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. So what's working? What's not working? You know, what's working in your life? What's working in your family? What generational curses and cycles and traditions and you know what's working? Is how they raised, did how your parents was raised, did that work? How you was raised, did all of that work? You know, there was lessons in that now those things that no longer serve you, beating your children and um treating them like property instead of a person, treating them like a slave, a master. You disrespecting me, you talking back to me. No, I'm having a fucking conversation with you, but if you communicate effectively with me, we won't have to yell at each other. If you teach me how to handle my emotions when I get upset, to breathe and pause and not react and not give another person control over my emotions, if you teach me that at an early age, then we can communicate when we're upset. I can go write in my journal and get out how I feel and express myself, and then I can come to you and have a conversation because I have, calmed down and took a breath and paused because you taught me that. So we're out here expecting something from our kids that we can't even do for ourselves. You haven't figured it out. So don't expect them to know, and don't yell at them for not knowing. Show them, teach them, parent them. Parent is a verb. It requires action. It is not a command. It is not a military officer. Like, love on your children, show them affection, That's important when picking a partner. Like, what type of relationship did they have with their parents? Are they healing that relationship? I mean, are they healing that stuff they experienced, that trauma, that stuff that caused them to lack the the ability to receive love and affection. A lot of people sabotage love because they haven't experienced it. They haven't experienced real love, and when they get it, it makes them so uncomfortable. It's a feeling that they can't control, and they like to be in control. Sometimes you got to let go of control. Everything that I do may not always make sense logically, but in my gut, in my solar plexus, in my third eye, in my intuition, my connection with the universe, it makes perfect sense. And I don't have to convince anyone of what makes sense to me. So trust your gut. My life works beautifully. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. So let's pull our, let me get a sip of water. Pull our yoga pose. Should we go in? No, we're gonna just pick because that's what I said I was gonna. Okay. I haven't touched these in a while. Give me a second. One yoga. I think there's yoga and meditations in here. so more than one came out, so we're going to keep them because when Spirit of the Lord runs through my heart, I will dance like David danced. Oh, and they're not hard. They're not bad. Okay. So let's see the order we should go in. Let's flip them over. And you can pause them and go through them, on your own. I would do it, but it'll take too much for the video. Maybe I can do a separate video of me doing the poses. I might do that if I can record it and get, my whole body in there. Okay, so the first position, the first pose is the hair. So let me pull it back so you can see the pose. So figure 1, it says sit in child pose. And let me see. This is child pose. Your butt is over the back of your feet, your heel, the ball of your feet. You can start from sitting on them and then you'll slowly lean forward. Google it, look it up. You can't really see me completely, but everybody should know what child's pose. Not everybody, but you'll figure it out. Okay, so then it says, let me put it right here, and it says bend forward, placing the crown of your head on the floor like he's doing there. And the crown is the very top. And then it says figure 2, lift your buttocks and grasp your heels with your hands. Feel the stretch along the shoulders and upper back. Hold for as long as is comfortable. Return to child pose. And the affirmation that goes with this says, I give myself permission to go within and re-energize. And the benefits, excuse me, of this pose is it reverses the force of gravity. It brings a fresh supply of blood to the brain and the pituitary and the thyroid glands, improves the complexion. So, and down here it says, note, skip the pose if you have glaucoma or high blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, don't do this one. We'll pick one more because I'm running out of camera space. Let's see which one. Okay. So this is the other one. We'll just do 2. This one is the boat position pose. Lie face down, chin on the floor, arms stretched out in front. Figure 1, exhale, inhale, and raise your arms and legs at the same time. Your lower abdomen presses into the floor. Hold and breathe. Then release and lower back down. And then figure 2, it says repeat the pose a second time with your arms behind your back, fingers interlaced. Hold and breathe. Release. Rest with your head turned to one side. And while you're resting, you can repeat the affirmation that says, I am open to the ebb and flow of life. Okay, we're going with the flow. That person's floating because, boats, they have to go with the flow. They go with the flow of water. So go with the flow. Like I said, be like water. The benefits, it strengthens the arms and back muscles. It brings a fresh supply of blood to the lower organs and rejuvenates the body. So both of these are really good. So this week, I give myself permission to go within and re-energize like a bunny. Energize a bunny. This is the hair pose. So that makes sense. So we're charging ourselves up because our life works beautifully and everything in my life works now and forevermore. So be like a hair. Energizer buddy. We're energizing this week. We're recharging. The sun recharges us. Getting out in nature, connected with nature recharges you. And then we're going to be like a boat. We're going to float and go with the flow. I am open to the ebb and flow of life. I am open to the ebb and flow of life. So healthy water flows. Stagnant, standing still, waiting for something to be ready. When you're ready, like I said, what's meant to you will come to you. Don't be stagnant. Stagnant water is swampy water. It's stank. It's got, the nasty, slimy, there's something you don't want to be in. That's where the snakes hang out. The things that, we're trying to stay away from. We want to go with flowing water, clean water, balanced water, healing water. So go with the flow, and eventually the current will catch up. Whatever the other boat will come in. Don't miss your ship sailing in because you're waiting on this boat that's docked and anchored and not moving because they don't know where they're going. They can't control the direction they're going. So they're trying to go against the current, and it's choppy and it's hard, and they're not getting anywhere. Go with the flow. Be a boat, be a rabbit. This week we're energizing, we're re-energizing, and we're going with the flow, and life will work beautifully. Love you this week. That's the focus. I love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe, share this message. This is what Conscious Libations is teaching everybody. That's my mission, to teach self-love. And at first I wanted to focus on the adults, and I got to get the adults right so they can help their children. No, let me focus on the children. Let me focus on the youth. Let me focus on the future. And the future can teach the rest of them what they're learning. We're meeting tonight. We're just gonna talk and express what we're going through and what we're healing through, and give them an opportunity. I'm getting everybody a little journal and cooking a healthy meal, and just show them that they're important and we love them and they have the power to create and to go with the flow, and to you know put as much energy and effort into themselves as they do everything around them. So this week is self-love, self-care, self-healing. Focus on self. Go with the flow. I love y'all. Peace out.